Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Joseph Mercado's keyword video. Today is Saturday, March 18th, 2017, at approximately 6 o'clock p.m. Today's keyword is strength. In life, there will be pitfalls of danger placed by anger, landmines of negativity, and trenches filled with trials and tribulations. Let your strength be the ultimate weapon that triggers a solution and allows you to stand bold on the battlefield of influence, as positivity is your provider. So even through different times and struggles and situations that you go through in life, there's going to be moments where you feel like you're in a pitfall, and that pitfall could have some danger. There could be some negative instances in life. You know, if you go back to the old Atari video game called Pitfall, when the guy's swinging on the rope and he's going across to get on the other side of the land, there's pitfalls, and inside those pits where the guy can fall into, there's alligators, there's spikes, there's all different things. And if you look at it almost like in a video game sense, life is like that. We can set up different parameters for ourselves, but if we're not inclined or in tuned to the positives and what's really going on within us, and not looking to tap into the areas within yourself, it's very difficult to move forward and get to the place of vision that you're purposed to go. But you got to allow those trenches that are filled with trials and tribulations be the reason why you make it. And that's, if it wasn't for weaknesses, you wouldn't experience your strength. You need your strength to be that weaponry that's designed for you in order to get through those hard times. You got to let the negative experiences, the negative moments catapult you into an area where you know that your strength, skill sets, and experiences can be best utilized, for you to gain momentum in your life. It's a matter of what is it that you're looking to do that you've never done before, and then say, what direction am I going to have to take that I've never traveled? So you may be going through some hard times right now. You may be looking for the strength to get through a situation or a circumstance, and you just have to say to yourself that your strength comes from the negatives that you've gone up against in life. You don't want to let those things create the lifestyle for you, though. In other words, because you dealt with negatives, you don't want that negative to turn into a lifestyle that you don't want. Danger leads to certain forms of anger, and the danger could just be a thought that's so negative that can have a really bad result attached to it. Because anger is one of the most deadliest emotions, and next to guilt, because guilt is what actually triggers and stems anger. Anger actually comes from a portion of the brain called the amygdala. The amygdala is like outside of the hippocampus and a little far from the hypothalamus, and what that does is that triggers the emotions for anger. Anything associated with anger goes right to the amygdala, but you could redirect and change that energy using the law of replacement in your life. And the law of replacement just tells us that we can replace any negative thought with a positive thought and allow that to create positive strengths derived from the weaknesses. So let that be something that you take into yourself and get more further educated on, because your trials and the tribulations is just a test, and what you're tested with is ultimately going to be what you've gone through and what you get through in life. You're going to have other different challenges that come up later on down the path and during your journey. And at least you know that if you've once been through something and dealt with it and developed a strength from it, you're going to know how to do that with other things that are greater than what you're going through at this very moment. There's going to come a time and place where you're just going to look back and laugh in the face of these so-called problems, but they're really going to be your solutions for later on, for other things that you face and that you battle. But the battlefield of influence is within you. It's within your mind. It's the battlefield of the mind. It's between thoughts about good and evil, positive and negative, yin and yang, and it's just a matter of what are you doing to, restructure that, again, from within yourself. Because you got to know that the positivity in life is your provider. Now, that positivity could be your own thoughts, but that reflects maybe something a little more higher, the divine, such as God himself, and, being that positive icon and that mentor in your life. Because he is the ultimate provider, but at the same time, he gives you the resources for you to provide for yourself. So with that being said, if you'd like to know more information and get further educated on the keyword of strength and how to develop more strength in your life, please feel free to check out masterminduniverse.com. masterminduniverse.net. Again, that's masterminduniverse.net, and that's going to bring you over to the online educational facility called Mastermind University, which is a portal where entrepreneurs and people like yourself can get highly educated on good quality content, to help you generate good positive results in your life. So I just want to thank you for your time and attention, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. And remember to develop the strength in your life from the weaknesses that you've encountered or possess. For every form of weakness becomes a positive strength if you see it that way, from that angle of perspective, and conditioning your mind to be strong in moments where your weakness arrives. That's the true test, to see where your strength lies within yourself, and to pass on that knowledge and information to other people in life. So with that being said, have a great, wonderful day, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And again, I'll see you in the next video.